Alright, we're gonna do some more humanZ. Where is this? Well, I don't know if this is actually going through or not. Oh well. Oh well. We're just gonna continue my old man toast. Old man toast. This is my original name. And when I was at the top of my game in Call of Duty, that's what I went by. And then I joined my brother's stupid gang. Not his gang, but his fucking... what would he clan? And I didn't even play with them. They just wanted me a part of it because I was in the top 100, bouncing around it. And that was just on Xbox and probably just in my area. Not like globally. It was just on however they set it up or wherever I was linked to. You know, because Xbox is like, that's where my online presence in gaming started. And tough is, you know, I've said it many times in different streams, that's a clan tag. Back before Call of Duty had clan tags, you had to put it in your name. And then, yeah, I went from toast to tough toast.
And then the clan was just filled with infighting and ended up collapsing. But I kept the name because, you know, I like it. Tough Toast sounds just as good, and Toast was taken by the time I went to go pick it up again. And then maybe that's because I had a presence up there, and all of a sudden the name became available. I'm sure someone picked it up. But then again, that name was replaced with Tough Toast because it's still my stats. And I'm just curious because I know there's still, like, it's mainly now that I'm on a computer. I don't know if I should buy it on Steam or Xbox. Because Xbox, I think they are right now having like a $1 for 1 month kind of subscription thing. I think they're still doing it. And if that's the case, I doubt it would be available on PC. But I almost want to just download, you know, take advantage of that kind of thing to try and get people to subscribe, and forget to unsubscribe before the next month's $20 fee comes out. It's crazy. That's like $240 a year. Even a cheap one. Like say what you will about PlayStation, but it's like $60 a year for the base. And it's like the subscription services can start getting piling up, but like just to get online and play, super cheap. And you still get all the free games and custom content. And now you can play pretty much all the Xbox games on it, but it's for the old Call of Duties. And that there is something Xbox has that nobody else does. Is, as long as they didn't fuck with it, classic content and classic servers. Which means even if I go on the computer, I would expect it to be on the computer as well. Where I go on under the Xbox store, buy it from the Xbox store. I'm not saying buy it from Steam and be on the Xbox servers, because that's a Steam account, right? I mean, if I log into Xbox under my Xbox account, pay your stupid monthly subscription, which is ridiculous. Especially since you don't have custom content anymore. I think there's really no reason to buy an Xbox, or there's the free games, the monthly free games, but at $20 to get a bunch of games you're not going to play anyways. Nah. Like, they may be there, but you're not going to play them. It's just, there's a couple things. And I don't know how, the thing is, when you go on to these old Xbox servers, these old games of Call of Duty, I don't know if they're still populated. There might still be a community on Steam, because computers seem to keep old games alive. And then, but that would be probably the one thing Microsoft could really lean into, is being the Xbox hub. I would say for their thing, they would have to do kind of timed releases on systems for Call of Duty. Is you got 4 years after the game is released that you can play it on other systems. maybe even 5 years. Play it on other systems. Maybe not, maybe even 3 years. Because by 5 years, most Call of Duty games are dead. And there's really only in what I would say is the only kind of Call of Duty that anyone would go back and play would have to be Modern Warfare 2. With the intervention and those questionably open maps that really promoted sniping. And it's not because, and this is as long as they don't update it. You gotta keep it as its original state and just reopen the shit and re-release the game as its original state. No fucking updating it to new controls, new commands, none of that shit. You just release it as it was. Because it didn't have aim assist. It didn't have weapon sway. It didn't have any of that. Like, I think that's one of the last kind of incremental moments in Call of Duty was after Modern Warfare 2. They introduced weapon sway. They introduced a bunch of other features. And if you were to take that old IP and just update it to new control schemes, it's going to take away from what made it kind of so memorable. Right? Is it didn't have all that shit. Yeah, it had some great game modes, but you can get some pretty good game modes in any Call of Duty. It's all basically the same. Some little tweaks here and there. But you know, that's one of the good things about Call of Duty is it has its fan base, right? And here I am playing a different game, thinking of Call of Duty, but not like new Call of Duty. I'm thinking Modern Warfare 2, like when I had the intervention, I was quick scoping, and I was top of my game. Before they brought in aim assist and all this shit to let computers play the game for you, like at that time, I think it was the last time there was truly skilled players. And they were emphasized because you didn't have aim assist pulling the fucking crosshairs to the enemy for you. You had to do it yourself, even on controller. And mind you, there wasn't crosses between consoles and stuff. It was when you were playing controllers, you were playing against other controller players. When you were playing on keyboard, you were playing against other keyboard players. So you all had like an even balance in that sense. But yeah, I didn't have all that shit. So if you were good, you were good, and if you were shit, you were shit. And then when you had aim assist come in a game later, all the top players that were in Modern Warfare 2, there were nowhere to be seen. Because when it came to aim assist, it wasn't about your skill, all right? It was about how well you can get the computer to play the game for you. So people were maxing out aim assist. It's still the same now. It's like, use these settings to max out the computer playing the game for you. And then, so I think the next great Call of Duty, they might keep weapon sway because I understand that. Me with the intervention, there's plenty of other people. All the top players mastered the intervention. And then just whatever other sidearms you used to supplement it. But all the top players mained the intervention. And that was because it promoted all the maps, promoted snipers. The intervention was a great sniper. And no aim assist. If you're good at lining up your shots, like from hip to aim, you could quick scope someone from across the map, and you didn't even need the thing to scope. You'd just go in, and the moment it goes black, you shoot and let go. You didn't even need a look, right? As long as that center dot was where they were gonna go, it was boom, dead, right? But again, that was then, and I think like that's the one thing holding me back from going on to Microsoft and buying that game. because I bought it for the Xbox 360. It's will it have my old stats? Is it on the same servers and the same kind of info? Or is it all going to be wiped and then updated to be the modern trash that it is now, just kind of farming the IP? So those are the two things. One would make me actually praise Microsoft and be like, yeah, you've released the OG fucking game untouched, unfettered, maybe just an updated anti-cheat. But everything else is untouched, right? And then yeah, I would well, I have the Microsoft app because I need it for Steam to communicate. But I would buy the subscription under the deal and buy that game for the computer if it had the same info. Because I would like to use my nostalgia, because that's what they got going for them right now. You know, the last big change in Call of Duty for the age group that has purchasing power, or has some purchasing power. I won't say had. Seniors have the most, but middle-aged, you know, 30 to 45. Because I was even young. Yeah, you probably wouldn't have, but maybe even younger. Yeah, like 25, maybe even you were like 5, 6, maybe watching your brothers play Call of Duty and you were getting into it. I don't know, but I think that age group, you might be too young for it to actually have kind of a huge impact. But like if you were anywhere from 10 to 20 in those years, it was like a community thing. We sought out the best players. We didn't use VPNs to find bot lobbies so that we could look good. We got our ass handed to us, and then we would be happy about it, and then we'd try and play against them, try and friend them, because they would be better than you, and you learn tricks, and you get better. Because I've said it a couple times, you know, it's always better to face someone better than you. And you don't always want, I don't know, you never want to be the big fish in a small pond. In that aspect, anyways. Oh, come on. Why's it taking so long? Yeah, I still been messing with these settings. But I think it has to do with the external hard drive. Because it has duped itself. Whenever I plug it in, or when I boot it up, it'll say I have 2 D drives. It's cloning itself. And then it takes a while. I think it's because it's an external drive. It's just like a limits to the end, and you know, OBS is on it as well, so they're both kind of fighting for that data stream. And it's limited by the cable. I can't just go get a better one. Let's see if it's perfect. Drive. There's actually a PlayStation drive. Like a Seagate. else is... I've got a little problem here. A bad problem, but not a great problem. guessing that closes them. I'm gonna assume Eventually, I'm gonna have to just make one of these shacks. Like, eventually, this is probably just gonna be weapons. As time grows, I get more weapons. Maybe some other players. Those are other players down there. Maybe as long as I see them before they go do some quality. I can make those. So what they do, they just reduce down to dirty water. That's easy to do. Yes. Almost 8. think maybe a horde maybe got stuck up on it. Or they were just random raiders that were path and walked into this and just too dumb to walk around. Either which way. I'm really just starting to get more guns than I can feasibly use. A stale bowl. Well, stale's better than rotten. Don't want to open these. I think when they're sealed, they're good. This is how I'll survive winter. And now I'll do it fresh. Mushrooms are always an option. I don't need to harvest that. At the point of making it find there's the gunpowder, chem station, table saw. we'll find another mushroom. Oh, I guess I don't have the water. We'll test. Will 39% count? Will it affect the overall mushroom soup? One of them cans are in here somewhere. I didn't use all of them, did I? Capacity doesn't change 3.5 thing. So I think if you drink it down to like 1%. I'm gonna try that. Drink it down to 1%. Exactly what I wanted. Oh, and they stack. Out of the there's those. Where's the? Didn't I have another one there? Fresh tweets. Weren't those sealed? Just a second ago. That's why I can stack them. Yeah, they don't really, I think it just stacks and like, let's put this down here. Put this up here and swap them. So these must be a different category. Probably drinks, fresh food, ignition. Canned stuff that can be crafted, exchanged, you know, found items, tools. I don't know. I don't have an extra water reserve, but I won't deploy that until I have a lockable. A lockable thing. And all I really need is a padlock, maybe a number lock. A player could crack a number lock. Maybe not. Maybe it restricts him. There's not really players I'm worried about in this PvE. Lots. You know, there's a couple cars down this way.